Charlie Hoffheimer. I wanted to talk to you today about something that many of us forget: omitted property. What happens in an agreement if you fail to mention property that's been omitted in the agreement? Well, normally if you fail to discuss it, then it's probably going to the person who has title to the property or who has ownership of the property. So one of the clauses that you might want to put in your separation agreement is an omitted property clause. And this clause will spell out exactly what's going to happen to any property that was omitted either purposefully or by accident. Now, some of the times we have a punitive clause that says any property that's discovered that the other person has concealed will automatically become your property if you in fact discover the property. Now the chances are slim that that'll happen, but nonetheless that punitive clause sometimes gets husbands to admit to property they might otherwise have forgotten to tell you about, or frankly you just didn't know about. Because if you do find out about it, particularly if it's a piece of real estate where it could be traced ultimately, then forfeiture of the entire piece of property is a huge penalty, and therefore your husband may be more likely to disclose what he has. So it's important to have an omitted property clause. You may decide that any omitted property doesn't matter. You know, you may have a piece of jewelry that he hadn't thought about and you didn't really mention it, and it's not been discussed, and you may have an omitted property says any omitted property stays in the hands of the person who has it. But be careful and try not to be deceitful, because it always catches up with you, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on which side of the equation you're on. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Don't forget your omitted property clause in your next separation agreement or in your separation agreement. Thanks.